Hi, Sean from Fanatec Fansite here, and today we will look at the Fanatec CSR shifter set. This includes a manual and a sequential shifter. Both these two need a Fanatec wheel to work. They cannot be connected to a console or a PC standalone. And only one can be connected to the wheel at the same time. So you will need to disconnect one and connect the other if you want to swap these. I cannot blame you if the first thing you notice is the similarity between these two and the two shifters from the Porsche shifter set, because they are very similar. To make things clear, I decided to take both manual shifters apart and discovered that to me plastic internals look practically identical. Maybe I'm missing something, but they are definitely very similar. The only noticeable difference was a generous amount of lubricant on the new CSR shifter, but that could be that my Porsche manual shifter also came looped like that and the lubricant just wore off with use. So are these new shifters the same thing as the old ones? Well, not really. The one big noticeable difference are these two aluminum knobs. They are quite heavy, big, and feel great in hand. Metal knob makes the shifter weigh 130 grams more, and just as a reference, the old Porsche shifter weighs 300 grams. And you need to count in that practically all the added weight is here at the top, so it does change the experience quite a lot. It is hard to describe in the video, but if you own a Porsche shifter, you know that its knob is made out of plastic and is hollow. You can hear it. This means the knob is light, and because it is hollow inside, it makes the whole shifter sound loud and clear. You can't say that manual Porsche shifter is something that screams quality, but it is surprisingly solid, and I really grew to like it because it is a good imitation of a real manual shifter on a budget. CSR shifter retains the same design, but surprisingly the added weight of the metal knob adds a whole lot to the overall feel. It is hard to believe that these two shifters are exactly the same inside, because the CSR shifter really does feel better. It feels higher quality, is smoother, quieter, and sounds better. So let's try to shift through gears on both shifters. If you drive a manual car in real life, you will not have any problems finding gears, and you will feel right at home very soon. This shifter falls in gears very nicely, and once in a gear there is very little side-to-side wobble. Shifting with this thing is satisfying, and I think manual shifter really improves immersion. In most cases you do not use it to set faster lap times, but to make the whole experience more realistic. And I think it really does change the whole experience. What about the sequential shifter? Is it any good? I cannot say I use it a lot because I have the manual shifter connected to the wheel most of the time and just use pedal shifters for sequential shifting, but both the old and the new sequential shifters are a whole lot of fun to race with. They feel much more similar to each other than the H-type shifters do. Are simple in design and work better than you would expect. They have little travel, as you can see. You get a nice click on both up and down shifts, and unwanted double shifting is not a problem you will face. To me, shifting with these always feels much more involving than using flappy pedal shifters. Pushing it away multiple times while braking into a corner just feels better than pulling a pedal. One thing I don't like about all Fanatec shifters is the lack of mounting options. They have these two holes and that's it. These allow you to mount shifters directly to all Fanatec wheels, but the new CSR Elite and upcoming Club Sport wheel with these two metal bars, and to the Club Sport table clamp, Rennsport wheel stand or Rennsport cockpit by using a dedicated shifter holder. The two metal bars do their job well, but allow some wobble, and many people don't like that. Shifter holder is a much better solution and provides excellent support, but it would be great if there were some hard mounting holes on the bottom of this shifter that would allow you to hard mount it on any surface. Also, the position of the cable connector is not optimal because cable sticks out here, so that prevents you to mount this shifter to any horizontal surface without drilling a special hole through for the cable to pass. Another thing that has changed from the Porsche shifters is the finish. These have a high gloss finish that in my opinion looks much better in reality than it does on photos, but it is a fingerprint magnet and can chip away if you don't handle it with care. This is it for today. All in all, this is a very decent shifter set, and I was surprised by the improvement you get over the old one, despite only minor changes to the design. It is not a revolution, but a nice addition to the range, and definitely feels better. Also, the manual shifter is now less noisy, but do not expect miracles. If you live in an apartment, it is probably still hard not to wake up people at night. Have a listen to a comparison. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like my videos, and I will see you in my next review.